the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington.
The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Breaks free again. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Christian McCaffrey, the complete package. He's got the power, the hands, the agility, and he certainly also has the speed as evidenced there.
On 1st and 10, Love. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
First down, going to the air with Love. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. Broken tackle. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. This is McCaffrey. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Love. Flush to his right. And able to find Kirk complete. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Love now on second down. This will be caught at about the 5. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun. Love. Flushed out right. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds. And now 4th down. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And his kick here is good.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
To throw again. Wilson. They set up the screen to Penny. And he'll get nothing out of that one. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that. That's why they're able to get to him on it.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. Touchdown, Cardinals. 72 yards on the punt return. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. A lot of times they want this guy just to try to flip field position. He flipped it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is, can you pick up 10 yards? That's getting a 1st down. Instead, he takes it all the way and provides a big spark for his team.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissling. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On 1st down, Wilson. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there at a 1st down again.
And that's good for another Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Wilson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Colby Parkinson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Colby Parkinson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And that makes it 14-10. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To pass, here's Jordan Love, eluding the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
A good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it with Jones. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Now Jones. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the 1st down at the Cardinals' 19-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now it's Carson. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
One Thornhill on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down now. It's Carson. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And Myers able to knock it through. And that moves them up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On 3rd down, Love. And he finds a man. It's Mccaffrey. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13.
Cardinal 1st down.
Now Love. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
He's got it at the 15. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 48 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This just a 24-yard attempt. And His kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another 1st down.
34-yard line.
Second and 10.
Wilson will throw again. And he finds Penny. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the 1st half.
At the 22-yard line.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away.
Myers' kick is good. So a capper there to a pretty good 1st half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Well, try to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
Let's see if they do just that. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And still fighting. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal Shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The throw complete to Dorsett. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Danico Autry on the stop. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
Again, it's Jones. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Second down and goal. Wilson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. From the gun, Wilson buying time to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They start on the ground with Mccaffrey. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
McCaffrey following the penalty. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals 1st down as well.
16 yards. 1st down, Cardinals.
Now a run with McCaffrey. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Rolling to his right. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. McCaffrey. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Love looking to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And his throw is incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it'll bring up 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
To throw on 3rd down, Love. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
For the field goal, a 49-yard attempt.
His kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll bring him back within 4. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at it.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Will Dissly, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. I mean, one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play. Big-time result.
And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Throwing again. Love. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 27-yard.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth and final quarter. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it with Carson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
They run for it with Carson. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Now Wilson on 1st down. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be out of bounds. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Carson, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. It'll be Carson. They run for it. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just... yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's McCaffrey. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
And the Cardinals first down.
Love gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. On the ground, McCaffrey. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
A couple of first downs, has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. To throw now, here's Love. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this one is incomplete. Oh, Travis Kelce unable to pull it in. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. This is McCaffrey. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Flushed out right. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time here. Love on fourth down. Eluding the pressure right. Going deep for Hopkins. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
Well, they clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out in your midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
Brings up second and a yard.
On second down, it's Jones. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, and it's second down.
Second and 10.
Wilson wants to throw it. He goes right back to Metcalf, this time complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
At the 16-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about player positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
16. Michael Dixon.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Love. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man. Complete. The 20. 10. Touchdown. Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. And the lead is down to 20.
It is good. Makes the score Seahawks 43, Cardinals 23. Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. first kick 47. This one looks good as well. Shoves him aside. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Elsewhere, they're on to the fourth quarter at MetLife Stadium. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Another victory perhaps in the Cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Here I come.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? 1st down, and they're in punt formation. Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they will take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They'll run with McCaffrey. Got some room at the 30. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks' 23-yard line. Christian McCaffrey, a guy that can beat you in so many ways. He's a threat to go the distance literally every time he touches the football.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
He covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
Cardinals,
A
23.
big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.